In 2019 and 2020, we're going to see the rapid development of 5G, or fifth generation cellular telecommunications, even though there are a lot of safety concerns swirling around about the technology. 5G will run 10 to 100 times faster than current 4G technology, supporting everything like appliances to offering super fast internet downloads and streaming. 5G will connect people to at least 100 billion devices on the Internet of Things. 5G will bring download speeds up to 10 gigabytes per second. How is 5G otherwise different? It will offer unfathomable data capabilities, such as unrestricted call volumes and near infinite data broadcast. It accomplishes this by using the largely untapped bandwidth of the millimeter wave mmW, which is between 30 GHz and 300 GHz, as well as other lower and mid-range frequencies. Millimeter waves that 5G uses do not travel well through walls, and often they get obstructed by rain plants. While mmW waves are high-frequency waves, they also have much shorter wavelengths that can't travel far. Current 4G cell towers have about a dozen or so antenna ports, usually set atop tall and obvious towers. 5G will utilize smaller cell stations that redirect packets of data on a no-interference path back to us, and carry about 100 antenna ports. To accomplish everything, 5G will have to use many more wireless antennas and be placed closer together. This could mean antennas on every city lamppost, utility poles, throughout homes and businesses, and often positioned throughout entire neighborhoods. 5G towers will only be about 4 feet tall. These smart antennas will be able to identify various mixed-up signals, like radio waves and Wi-Fi signals, and then beam them back in an orderly fashion. Data will then be sent with only 1 millisecond delay instead of a 50 millisecond delay, usually found with current 4G. With that kind of speed, communications is extremely fast, and it allows machines to talk to each other with practically no errors. This all sounds so good, but many researchers have several reasons to be concerned about 5G. The FCC and the telecommunications companies are not really addressing the many health concerns that 5G has, but the dangers are real. Exposure to massively higher electrosmog. People will be bombarded with really high frequencies at low short-range exposures, causing a complex, denser dose of electrosmog waves. Again, the health effects of living near 5G antennas has never been fully addressed. Heart effects. 5G waves in a Russian study caused in lab rats heart rate variability, such as stress, and heart rate changes like arrhythmias. Immune system problems. Studies have found that healthy lab rats, when exposed to low-intensity EHF, EMR, had their immune systems drastically affected. Cell growth rates altered. An Armenian study said 5G waves changed properties and cell growth rates of E. coli and other bacteria. The concern is whether it could do the same to human cells. Skin effects. Human sweat ducts, when exposed to 5G wavelengths, become more conductive and soak in 90% of the transmitted power into the epidermis and dermis layers. We have to be concerned about a possible increase in skin cancer. Bacteria resistance. mmW waves, according to the Armenian study, altered sensitivity to biological active chemicals, including antibiotic resistance in bacteria. Plants are affected. 5G mmWs are more susceptible to being absorbed by plants and rain. The effects on crops and our water resources could make our food unsafe to consume. There are other concerns we'll not mention here at this time. 5G will be initially tested in cities like Austin, Texas, and even in my hometown of Indianapolis this year. As installation progresses, I'll try to get some photos and video of what this grid might look like. Telecommunications companies are diving into 5G in its lucrative financial waters, but few are willing to research its effects on health. So how can you protect yourself and your family from any possible effects of the new 5G technology until more is known about it? Some experts suggest the following. Promote research studies on 5G and its effect to your family and friends. Use a newly made EMF meter to obtain mmW readings and identify hotspots near you. And reduce your exposure. Either try to eliminate the source or move further away from the 5G antennas. While there is excitement for the possibilities 5G telecommunications may provide, there need to be more studies into the side effects 5G may have on people, plants, and the environment overall. I'll keep an eye on what's happening as the grid is fully installed here in Indianapolis. Until next time, this is H.A. Graves.